Hey everybody, I am here in Arizona. Who would have ever thought they got trees, but they do. They're little pines. They got two kinds of pines here. They got black pine and yellow pine. These are the blacks. And they don't cut the yellow ones, but they cut the black ones and they make pallets out of them. So this is my second day here. I'm here with Jacob. He's right over there. We're getting ready to start into this area. And working for pine line timber. There comes a skidder behind me there, dragging some stuff. Another turn. They got a delimber. Most all this is machine ground. They just invited us out to come hang out. And today I'm actually running a Husqvarna. I brought a 572 with me, and I'll show you here in a minute. So I brought this 572 with me. I thought it'd be a good saw to run out here. It's got the auto tune, and this Flagstaff area that we're at, it's like 7,000 feet, so the saws don't run really well out here. Every 1,000 feet that you go up, you lose 3% horsepower, 3% compression, which is, 3 times 7 is 20% loss in this little saw. So that's 20% less fuel, 20% less power. So the saws don't run super good out here, but I thought this would be a good saw to bring out here. I don't typically show people my stuff before I release it, but these videos that I'm posting, every time I come out, I'm actually just testing my own stuff. I like to get out and actually run it, see if it actually performs, and we go back to the shop, we make changes, and then we basically put it in guys' hands that cut every day, and they run it through the process to see if it's gonna last, and then I'll finally release it. So these dogs right here are the first dogs I've ever built for the Husqvarna captive bar nut cover. I actually have an aluminum clutch cover that I built, and I was trying to get it done before this trip, and it just didn't happen. So I was kind of bummed about it. I wanted to test it here and show you guys what I was building, but I got the dogs done and built a little prototype exhaust port for the top, and I don't know if you can see it, but the stock screen and everything's still there. The real reason why I brought this saw here, and I got 1 day on it so far, it did really good. And this is just prototype stuff. I haven't even made any other air cleaners for this saw, so this is the first one. But that's the first foam filter for a 572. Bolts right onto the factory flange, and I just wanted to come out here and run it, see how it does, and then we'll go back and make revisions or whatever. And it fits under the hood, nothing hits the cover or anything, so it did really well yesterday. I was really happy. Those are the reasons why I come out here and cut most of the time, and I mean it is a lot of fun and good to get out here and talk to people that are actually cutting every day. So we're gonna do a little bit of cutting. This won't be a real long video, but Jacob's doing a whole video on this whole process of Arizona and how we're out here cutting and doing stuff. So if you want to see the whole deal, it's Guilty of Treason, his channel. I'm sure you know him, but anyway, let's get to cutting. plum 4-pounder on one of my handles. My buddy Luke hung this for me. Thank you, Luke. Doing really good. On to the next one. following all these up the hill so I get the butt downhill, because they're yarding them all towards the landing right there where the skidder is, so he can grab turns and head out. So I'm having to do a little more work wedging them over. No big deal. The air is super thin up here. You can really feel it when you start moving around. It's not that it makes you tired, you're just out of breath, you know. Yesterday was worse. I think I'm getting used to it now, but this saw is bone stock. I didn't build it or anything. I just left it bone stock out of the box, and it was having some trouble yesterday adjusting to the altitude. I would make a cut and it would die in the back cut when I go to hit wedges, but today it's doing a lot better. So we'll run this thing a little more and I'll show you guys the air filter. We'll pull it off and see how it's doing. Jacob's running a 592 over there. We're way over barred for these little trees. He brought his 36. I had two 32s. I told him to put it on, but he's too lazy. What's going on over here, big cutter?
That cut first was monster. I started doing conventionals,
Yeah,
little ones, and I think it works better because you can get a really wide open face.
Yep.
With a really shallow notch. So these little guys, look at it, hangs on the stump.
Yeah, and your stump's on the ground.
Yeah, real low. So I think for these little guys, I'm gonna do conventionals. It actually works pretty good.
You just take all the little trees and I'll take all the big ones. How's that?
Yeah, because look how tiny my notch is. I mean, it's tiny, but it was really wide open, and then I got room for the wedge in there.
Yep.
Not a lot of room to work with.
I've just been coming in kind of sideways with the big 12-inch bad boys.
Yeah, 12-inch or nothing for Gordy. Yeah, you take the big ones. I'll take the little ones with my 36-inch bar.
Yeah, you're a little under barred, but
I know. Jacob's
running his 592. This saw was built by Redbeard. Nick did this saw. It's a runner. It's got a lot of power, especially up here in the higher elevation like mine. You can really tell the difference. I was telling him, Jacob, a little bit ago how the elevation made a huge difference in the saws, you know?
Yeah, it's like losing 10 or more cc's. I guess on a big saw like that, 92 cc's, it's probably like 15 cc's less or something.
Yeah.
But it runs good. I like the saw a lot. I do think like a 25-inch bar would be really nice in these trees. I think that would be a nice size. So I'm getting by, but it is a bit, it's a lot of bar for these trees. Could damn near cut two at once.
So these are the black pines here, and these are real small ones. There's some bigger ones, but
everybody in my Instagram comments was saying they're Ponderosa, which I would have thought they were Ponderosa. I think it's just a common name.
That's a yellow pine right there. So that's a different species than the black, but they used to cut the yellows up here and they don't. But the yellows are definitely bigger. Yeah, we actually thought we were gonna be cutting the yellows.
I think they're Ponderosa. I think it's just like a regional thing. I think they call them black pine.
Yep.
And we would just call these Ponderosas.
I don't know if you can even see the growth rings. They're pretty small.
Yeah, they're tight.
This wood's pretty hard, actually. Way harder than, like, you know.
Our pine.
Yeah. I've cut pine in Oregon and it wasn't nothing like this.
Yeah, I've cut a lot of Ponderosa pine, and this stuff's harder. It must just be the elevation and the slow growingness of it. I don't know, but...
All right, I'm fueled up. Let's get after. Come down, freak me out. Power limbing. Power bucking right there. We're real close to the landing. He's over there processing as we cut. It's really nice here, about 70 degrees. You can see the outline of the mountain. That's the ski resort up there. This is like Forest Service land. They're plucking out all these fire trees that could become a hazard. They have to thin all this out because it gets so thick. You can see in here, they usually use the feller buncher, but yeah, you can see how thick they grow in here. Oh, we're back at the rental car here. We're kind of quitting early today because Jacob's actually gonna ride in the log truck out to the mill, and we're gonna film these trees going through the mill, so that'll kind of be cool. Yeah, if you want to see that, you can go over to Jacob's channel, Guilty of Trees, and he's gonna film the whole thing. But I figured before I load up, we'll take a look at this air filter, see how she's doing. Figured I'd just show you guys why I come out here and try to design this stuff, and then I put it through the test. Let me bring the camera over here. There's the inside of the filter there. And obviously it's only ran for 2 days, and it's just a prototype. I mean, this is just the very first version. We have to make a couple little revisions right here on the corners, but just wanted to show you guys kind of the processes that I use and the reason why I come out here. This is the flange. That holds that onto that. And that's just a plastic flange right there. Obviously, this is just temporary. I had to make this round to get the filter onto it. So this would probably be, you know, aluminum, billet aluminum once we get done with this. But I'm really trying hard to make some stuff for the Husqvarnas. Like I said, I was really excited about getting that clutch cover on there, and then didn't get it done. The CNC machine, you know, you got to hold the piece that you're milling down, the fixture, and it didn't hold on. So when Paul was machining it, it took off in flight and flew across the CNC machine. So he didn't get it done, but yeah, look for that coming out. And that's gonna fit a lot of models all the way from, I think it's like 371, 372, 390, you know, 572, 576, 592, all those ones. And it's gonna be a big clutch cover. So I will have that out probably shortly here. I'm not sure if probably after this video. But anyway, we're looking good inside of there. Nothing's getting in. So that's good. But typically that's what I do. I come out and I test my stuff, and then I put it in the hands of guys that you know, really cut every day, that are, you know, running 6 hours a day, 6 to 7 days a week, and then they'll run that thing for months on end and then see if it'll hold up, and if it doesn't, we make changes. So just let you guys know that we're out here trying to make the best that we can. So we really appreciate you guys watching our channel and giving us all the feedback. I really do listen to what you guys say when you give me suggestions or whatever, what you guys want, or what your saw is and everything like that. So it really helps getting feedback from you guys. So I appreciate everything. But I think I'm gonna end this video here. You guys have a good one. We'll see you on the next one.